And there we are. Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, everyone. I am Lizzie, host and one of the producers of the LizyT show. How are you doing? It is Saturday, yes. Some of you are wondering, Lizzie, Saturdays? You know that once in a while we break the rules. I miss you guys so much that being here on Saturdays or not being here on Saturday kind of makes me sad. So I wanted to make sure that we're here sharing with you another singer songwriter. I've met this lady a little while ago. I can't believe it's probably been 5 years, a little longer. We had an IG live, and thanks to the internet, now we can be not only on IG live, but we can be everywhere. As you know, that we are not only on IG, but we are also on in Facebook. There they are here. We're pretty much on my website and on YouTube and all those other social media. There's so many of them I can't keep track. So I'm very excited to be able to share with you another artist. And again, as I mentioned to you earlier, she is so special. S- Brings to us gospel music, which is my favorite. I love to play. I use it when I want to relax. I use it when I want to go for my walks because I'm not jogging anymore. Some of you know that I have a knee injury, but I use it to meditate. I use it for everything. Gospel music is one of my favorite in the entire world, and I'm so honored to be able to bring Rachael with us today. Again, she is working on a new project, but I want to be able to give you a little bit of background before we get started. This lady is incredible. She has been singing since she was 7. Rachel discovered her passion for singing, a gift she attributes to God, obviously, self trained, and she's a pianist and she plays by ear, by the way. That's actually how I started until I got a fight with my teacher. Quickly develop ear harmony, allowing her to explore musical talents with ease. Rachel began her musical journey in church, obviously, performing. Her first solo was a 10. Wow. And it was Somebody Loves Me by Rachel Michael Smith, one of my favorite gospel singer. Little did she know, nearly a decade later, she would be singing with him in one of his albums. Wow. Congratulations. By 13, Rachel already had made her television debut at Ann Varnum Show in Dothan, Alabama, and won the Most Promising Singer Award at Northside Mall Music Contest in Dothan. Dothan, I think that's how you pronounce. So she is a producer, songwriter. She worked with Marc Phillips, and her career is taken off like a wildfire. Like I said, we're going to be talking about her new project. She's been to Nashville, and her bio is pretty extent. But because of the lack of time, I wanted to be able to make sure that you get to meet the beautiful Rachael here by yourself. So let's bring her to our stage here as well.
Hi,
Hello.
that was so nice.
Wow, Rachael,
Aw,
we've known each other for a little while. I mean, I follow
yeah,
you. I put hearts every time I see you
I
on IG.
know.
I know that you're doing amazing from being
Mhm.
7, 13, and all your career to now working in this incredible project. We
Yes.
talked about your life. We talked about how challenging it is for a gospel musician to be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And we talked about your bio, but I wanted to change a little bit things
Okay.
around because you have so much desire. You love music
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
What would you say that so far? And this is a good question because a lot of people that are in the gospel music industry can probably relate to you. What would you say are the biggest challenge so far that you've encountered? I mean, having a spiritual life is very important. Praying,
Mhm.
meditating on the word, but what would you say are the biggest challenge in your career?
Hmm. That's a good question. That's why I like being on your show. First of all, thank you so much again for having me, and thank you for your support. And I'm so honored to be a part. So, it's music is not easy. Uh, you know, I I was talking to one of my co-writers yesterday, and I was like, it's just it's a lot of work. It's not like you just wake up every day and you have to put work into it. You have to work hard. Like today I've got a list of things I have to do. Like I have things I have to send to my co-writers, I have to send to my musicians, I have things I have to send here, and I've got like list of things. And honestly, probably all day to most of all day tomorrow I'm going to be in my room doing stuff on my computer because I know I have to get it done. Like there's time frames on certain things. And I think like I'm extremely determined, but I also have to learn to balance. And if even Jesus rested, and I think that that's something for me personally. If you're a go-getter like me, I'm an extreme go-getter. Um, when you're a go-getter, you have to learn to balance. Like if that means like, hey, I can do this tomorrow. I can do this in the morning. I had to do something last night and I just said, you know what? I can do this today and I'm going to do it today. But I was like, I can wait because I just could tell I was getting tired and I needed to go to bed. So I think it's just important to know your boundaries, to know to how to balance. But also I think just the most challenging thing is this, it's a lot of work. And you just have to, just I just have to ask God to help me through it and not get overwhelmed, just to be honest, because it's a lot of stuff, and you just have. But coinciding with it, it's also a lot of fun, and it's one of the most fun things, and I'm so honored that I can do it, and that I have the opportunities to do it, and so it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun.
Love it. And one of the things that you said, and I've heard this many, many times, whether you're a gospel singer or a regular singer, is to be able to balance.
Right.
As being a believer myself, I know that we have, and it's challenging. The Lord is watching us, as to try to set time apart for prayer and meditation on the word. That should take priority, and
It
I
should.
would be guilty as saying that I do, which I don't. And even this morning, I was like, "Ah, I need more prayer time. I need more prayer time."
Yeah.
And so for you to be able to balance those things out, because you're doing it, your job is as wonderful as it is to glorify your songs, or to glorify the Lord, to
That's
bring
right.
that other to the Lord present, other than showcasing your beautiful voice and your beautiful talent. But balance is number one, and I think
That's right.
everybody that is listening to us can resonate to that. And I love it. I love it. Great advice. And on that other hand, I love what you said is the reward, because you love what you're doing.
I
I
do.
mean, how many of us can say, I love to be, I mean, I can say that I love to be in front of the camera. I love to
Yeah,
talk to people like yourself, gifted people of God, which is, what, even better, because I feel a lot more comfortable of speaking about that. So it's so incredible. Tell us a little bit else about your project, because that's what we're here about. Tell us how it got
aw.
started. What did the Lord show you? How did you came up with this idea? I'd love to hear about it. And obviously you have your piano, so we're probably going to be hearing a little bit of
Well,
your song. So yes.
well, it's definitely more of like an aesthetic because it looks really good. I do play piano, but so okay, so last year, because I hadn't recorded in a while, so like the first I recorded my song Control, and that's been like 5 years, and I hadn't recorded because, just to be honest, it can be very expensive to record. And if you don't have the money to record, and to be completely honest, I was like, I just don't feel comfortable spending all this money on music. And if I owe people money, like let's say I owe my mom something, or my dad something with money wise, I didn't feel morally okay about spending the money on music when I owed it to other people. I just That's just honestly just the truth. Um, so, but my friend and co-writer approached me last year, and she said, God's really placed it on my heart to start working on some songs again, and getting these songs that we wrote 10 years ago recorded. And when she said that, it sparked something in me to start recording it. Like that guy just said, you know what? Just let that, you'll be able to pay your people, but let that go. But just trust me in the recording process. So I ended up doing I did a Christmas song in November, and I ended up doing a fundraiser for that because I was like, I don't have the money. So I'm just going to trust God to do the fundraiser. And I did this fundraiser and it was funded. I mean, I'm talking about people were funding left and right, and I was just blown away. I was able to pay my producer. I wasn't in any debt. I mean, it was just
Wow.
awesome. um and so that sparked in me this desire to start really recording again. And it
Wow.
really just came from my friend saying, hey, I have these songs that we wrote 10 years ago, which there's a song that we co-wrote on 10 years ago that she felt like God wanted her to get out there to the world. And so since I co-wrote it, she was like, I want you to sing on it. You co-wrote it, let's record it. So flash forward to May of this year.
Mhm.
I'm actually working on two songs. And this is now the last time that this happened where I did two songs at once was when I was like younger working on my first project. And I was just like every month I was in the studio. But so I literally went up to Nashville twice this month.
Wow.
I went like within a 2 week, 3 week period. I went at the beginning of May and the last week, the first weekend of May and the last weekend of May. And so the first weekend of May, I worked on a song that I co-wrote about probably about the same time frame 10 years ago with like three other co-writers, great people. And I just was like, that song is a hit. I know it's a hit. It was like, I just for 10 years, I was like, this is like my favorite song. And so I ended up recording that with my producer, Nathan Walters, who is from the group Plus One. If you know who they are, they were the top boy band CCM group forever, and they're awesome. And I still love their music. And I tell him every day, or every time I talk to him, I love you. I love Plus One. And he knows that. Like I talk about that all the time. But then flash forward to the end of May, I did this song that I also co-wrote with my co-writer. She's the that sparked this whole thing of me recording. We ended up recording that the end of May in Nashville, and I actually did that as a duet with a artist by the name of Terrell Davy. And y'all are about to hear about him. I mean, he's great. Y'all are about to hear about him real soon because I'm going to be promoting him like crazy. Um, but yeah, so I have two songs and then hopefully maybe a Christmas song later this year. But right now my focus is on these two because it's going to be a lot. So I have to make sure I can put those out there strategically. But yeah,
And one of the things is, isn't it interesting that for 5 years you
yeah,
did, other than, I saw you in some events and
yeah,
singing and all that, but for 5 years it was like the silence, and all of a
yeah,
sudden all this commotion. But then again, you that's how it usually works.
yeah,
It's you have a little bit of rest, and all
yeah,
of a sudden, all at once, you are working with incredible producers,
yeah,
saw some of your videos, and my goodness, it's so much all at once that I guess your own advice would have to come to fruition. You need to
yeah.
know how to balance.
That's right.
Otherwise, you can exert
Burnout.
yourself and worn yourself down, and you're not going to be able to do anything.
Right.
Um, you have, I want to be able to share because I know you're busy and I know we have set time, but what is the website for people that are watching
Yeah.
right now?
So it's rachelmann.org and it's RACHAELMANN.org. Yep. Perfect. Right
Beautiful.
on that
So it's
screen. I see it.
it's
Yeah.
right here, and also it's on the all social media. So if you would like to
Oh.
follow and definitely listen to
Mhm.
the new song. And by the way, do you think we can get a little bit of a sneak preview of your beautiful song?
So not today. However, However,
Mhm.
exciting news. I'm
Woohoo!
gonna start trying to start promoting it on Monday.
Nice,
And it's
nice.
like a little clip, but that's one of the things I have to work on this weekend, is getting that all together. So my goal, just I can tell you this, my goal is that my first song to be released on June the 27th, because you always release them on a Friday. So June 27th. And then the second song possibly on July 11th. So that's my goal. I'm also going to be sending it out to radio. My first song, I'd really love to try to get it on a movie soundtrack, because once you hear it,
Wow.
you're going to be like, okay, I see why. It's very, like, Nathan, my producer, is like, I really just love working with him. He grew up on, like, he'll tell people, like, I grew up on Michael W. Smith. Like, okay, we grew up on Michael W. Like, you I love Michael W. Smith's music. You know, I he's if you listen to his stuff, it's very unique. He's got really cool chords in there and stuff like that. And so Nathan kind of grew up on that sound, I'm sure, like, with the cool chords and the cool things. And you can really hear that. See, so that song right there, that song is what Nathan produced. So he actually did that song last year.
We're gonna have
So
a little listen to it,
yeah,
everyone. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that born in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice,
I can listen to
ye
this all day long, but,
men.
absolutely. It's so beautiful, to see the videos. It's so beautiful to hear your voice, and, my goodness, I can't wait, for what you have and planned for us. I mean, you probably are more excited than everybody else, but, uh you were talking about owning or
Yeah,
asking parents for funds. One of the
yeah.
things that they always, and I remember I've seen pictures of you with your mother. I've seen pictures of you, the support. What are they? How are they reacting now that they're seeing this new project after 5 years?
Well, my parents have always supported me.
Yes,
I really, I like the way my parents operate, because they never put pressure on me. Like, this is all like my desires that God's placed in me to do. I don't feel any pressure, like, oh, you have to do this or you have to do that. They
right.
never, like, they were like, Rachel, if you don't want to do this, we don't care. Like, I mean, of course, it would make them sad, because they love my voice. But they never put pressure on me, but they're always, always, always wanting what's best for me. They're like, Rachel, we have your back. We have your
Nice.
back. Like, I have very good parents. They pray for me all the time. They just want what's best for me, to be honest. That's really what they want. They want what's best for me. And if this is it, awesome. But if there's something else that's better for me, they're like, we want whatever God has for you. Like,
Amen.
that's what they want for me. But this, and I can tell you, I will never stop music unless God tells me to stop, because I've tried to quit. I've tried to quit before, and I
Wow.
don't even want to tell you how that did not turn out good. So
Right.
after I went through that, and after I went through, me trying to quit, like, I mean, I was chased down by God. I can't even tell you just the stories of how, like, I literally, like, quit for like a year. I was like,
Wow.
I'm done singing. I'm never gonna sing again. And because I was just so frustrated at the industry. I was younger,
Mhm.
and I mean, I literally, like, I had people come out of the blue that I never met before.
Wow.
Oh, are you a singer? I mean, I'm telling you, that would happen like all the time. They didn't know me from Adam, and they would just say, "Don't you sing?" or "I just looked you up on the internet." That
Wow.
happened all the time. So God just, He was like, "I'm not going to make her. I'm not going to let her quit." Because people kept bothering me about it. I'm serious. Like, I would walk
And
somewhere.
you know what it is? I think because the Lord has put this gift, and this beautiful instrument in you, it is a gift. I mean, obviously, He can take it away anytime He
That's
wants.
right. He
There is
can.
a lot of people that they're being touched. You
Mm,
don't know healings, depression, people
wow.
in depression, people that are probably thinking of committing suicide, and the
Wow.
list goes on. So that is what you're being used for.
That's
It is
right.
about you, but it's
That's
not all
right.
about you. It's
That's
about,
right.
you being used as an instrument to touch others, and
Mm,
to witness to others through your music. And that's
that's right.
why I believe that the Lord has not take that away from you
Uh,
yet. Until he is until the plan and the perfect
that's,
plan of salvation, the perfect plan is
that's right.
accomplished in your life.
That's
And it's
right.
not, and you could tell it's not done yet because you've
Uh-huh.
tried, and
Yeah.
then you back here again after 5 years, stronger than ever,
Yeah.
beautiful than ever. And
Thank you.
the song is probably going to be touching others in their life, that you have probably no idea of. So
Wow.
this is going to be and I'm not a prophet. I'm just seeing how it is, and how you've telling me this testimony about you thinking that this was enough. And I can understand it's challenging,
Yeah.
not just for gospel. I believe gospel is even more
That's right.
than the secular music, because there is a very small niche that people listen to. I'm one of them, but
Yeah.
majority of them listen to secular music.
That's
and,
right.
and that's one of the talent that I respect and admire of you, that not switching to
Mm-mm.
secular music, which a lot of gospel singer have.
Right.
Have you had this temptation, or this offer of going secular?
Yeah. When I was younger, for sure, like
Wow.
there was a time where there was like a record guy that was like, "Man, I could sign her to Universal right away." And I think it was like I was, younger. It's kind of in that time frame when Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and Jessica Simpson were like very, very popular. And honestly, it was my parents that were like, "I don't feel good about that. I don't, because, they, especially I was younger, but, they want what's best for me. And thank God, um, they, prayed about that. They're like, I don't have a good feeling about that. But, um, yes, I mean, I even within my own self, as far as like, when I was younger, I had this because I was like in my heart. I was like, should I sing Christian? Should I sing songs that are uplifting but could be Christian but maybe not? And I just felt this. I felt like God just really say to me and speak to me. Do you want to do it for the world, or do you want to do it for me? And when I heard that, it just kind of, I was like, okay, I want to do Christian music. Like that's where I believe I'm supposed to be. Like after hearing that, like it just made sense to me. Like, okay, now I definitely want to do, the Christian music side. Um, and the cool thing is, in my prayers, like God, do whatever you want with the songs. Like the song I Can Only Imagine, that song was on Christian radio like crazy, but secular picked it up. And then
Yeah.
now it's at a broader audience that
Absolutely.
people
It's
hear that.
actually it's funny that you brought that up. Mercy Me is one of my favorite groups in the entire
Oh,
world. And I think after listening, watching the movie, I mean, I was hooked. I wanted nothing but to listen to Mercy Me, because you're absolutely right. For them to be picked up on regular radio stations, that was a
yeah.
blessing.
Yeah.
And awards after awards. And I see that for you.
Oh,
Absolutely.
well,
Absolutely.
and that's my prayer. Like, God, if you take this song and if you want to move it and get it to another station that's, not Christian, well, then
Mhm.
do whatever you want to do, because
Mhm.
I'm whatever, I'll do whatever God wants with this.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's us in the studio, just this last week. That's
That's right. I thought, on that note, I want to
last
share it,
week.
what you've gone through.
Yeah.
This is incredible. You've had
Yeah.
look like you're having a lot of fun,
We
and
are.
the everybody is contributing, and it's not just work, but is a blessing to be able to say, "Hey, this is so much fun. I can't wait to share it with my audience. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see the final project." And shares a little bit what we're seeing here. The Some of the producers, some of the singers, some of the
Yeah, so the Nathan is the guy that was in the video that was doing the like he was doing the that's my producer Nathan, so that's him. And then actually his brother Ivan, the like the very professional looking film, like the one where we're behind the studio and we're singing. His brother, like Nathan's whole family is like very talented. They all do stuff. Like his sister Jacqueline was just on The Voice this year, and then his brother does like acting in film, and so his brother came and did some filming for us both times that I was with Nathan. So I have this really great footage that I can't wait to go through and pick, because I have so much footage to choose from, which is, an artist always needs footage. Like, so that's on our iPhone. So this is us in the studio. That's Terrell. He's the guy singing with me, and he's really good. I can't wait. He's got a real smooth. And there's Nathan playing the piano. Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
Couple more times
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
It is, it is. I mean, I've been watching all of your videos, and I've been enjoying the process from far, and that's why I couldn't wait to, talk to you about it, because, little moments like that, especially when you capture in camera on your cell phone, it doesn't matter the quality, but it's just it tells you that everything that I'm doing, everything that I've all the work that I've been putting through is worth it, and
Yeah.
the fun of those little moments are just going to have such a big rewards at the end. And again, it doesn't look like it's work. It looks
No.
like you're just playing around, literally. But then again, you're making music and you're preparing this incredible, incredible album. It's all a single and two singles actually for people to enjoy. And like I said, receive a blessing, have that experience with the Lord, have been touched, taking that person out of that darkness moment that they are.
Mhm.
People could be in a hospital right now and they
Wow.
listen to this. It could be uplifting. I mean, we don't know what the Lord has us to do. And I'm hoping that you that are watching right now could be motivated. Don't forget the links down here. You could follow her and yeah,
And
just
if people want to partner, I tell people if they want to partner with me, because it does cost a lot to do this. People, there's ways that you can go online. You can go to my website, therachelman.org, and there's a donate tab. If you'd like to partner with me, what I do is I take whatever money I receive that goes directly to the recording process, goes directly towards all this that I'm doing. And it's kind of cool because you get to be a part of me getting it out to the world. So if anybody wants to donate or partner with me on that, every amount helps. Even if it's like $5, I tell people that $5 can pay for my gas going somewhere, for this project. So just know that God uses it all. If you ever feel led to give, He really does.
And it's true. Sometimes we don't think about how difficult and challenging in starting a music or having this little seed to bless not only Rachel but bless others through her music.
Yeah.
It is fulfilling. I mean, I'm able to do little bit donations here and there, certain Christian organizations, and sometimes I can't spare
Right. That's
$5.
right.
I'm putting but when you are able to, you feel that sense of relief, like, wow, it was only $5, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that those $5 for that particular person can go a long
It
way.
can. It definitely can. Any amount can go a long way. It really
Beautiful.
can.
Beautiful. Rachel, I promise that I would not take a lot of time, and we're at exactly almost 31
That's
minutes. Sorry,
right. You're
I went over a
awesome.
minute,
You're
and
okay.
I wish you the best. This is
Thank
gonna
you.
be such a, and I want you to come back because I
Yeah.
want to be able to share and actually play your brand new
Oh.
single. Yeah, yeah, for others to listen and be blessed by it. And I
Mhm.
think that you're doing an incredible job. Just keep it
Thank
up.
you.
And God bless you. And for you that are watching, don't forget to support. The link is down here. Again, if you're able to donate any amount, it will be amazing. Will be a blessing not only for you
Yeah.
but for Rachel and for others. So thank you
Amen.
again. And the last word, my
Thank you.
sister.
Just stay tuned. Keep an eye out. Definitely find me on Spotify. Add me to your favorite playlist. You're gonna want to because I'm gonna be adding these songs. You can stream my music, put it on repeat, add it to a playlist that you love, and I just pray that these songs encourage you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank
All the
you.
best, and we'll see you soon. Bye
Thank
bye for
you.
now.
Bye bye.